Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Is that love in the air because it's spring? No, it's Georgia, it's pollen and esports. I'm your host, Lubu, and this is Week in Esports. We're going to go ahead and get on with it. It's our first live show. Let's do this right. We're going to talk about Halo World Championship. Halo World Championship is starting in April 13th through the 16th. They wrapped up the last game yesterday for the group stages. We've got 16 teams going into the Halo World Championship, and they're going to be playing for $1 million, which is a lot more money than I would have expected for a Halo tournament. They aren't the biggest. They're not like huge. People aren't, jumping over themselves to get tickets to it. But for the Halo community, it's very important. Halo still has a very good place, I think, in a lot of people's minds, even though Halo as a franchise has gone downhill for a lot of people. Mostly story and single player has not been up to par. Microsoft seems dedicated to dragging the corpse of Master Chief across the field of battle and kicking it through the goalposts every year. And so they're going to keep doing that, I guess. But if you're in the Seattle area, you can go ahead and get tickets to the Halo World Championship and go check that out. I want to watch it. I want to see what it's like. I don't know if it's all... The last time I watched, it was just people with plasma swords jumping across the map to stab one another, and that was at least a decade ago. So it is interesting to see what's going on with Halo. It's very awesome to see that they got $1 million for their tournament. And the 16 teams playing, they got a lot of esports standards in there. I saw that Elevate Gaming is in there. They're a great team. The Renegades are in there. They're an existing team. I know Optic sold their Halo team, which might hurt their viewership a little bit, but hopefully the fans stick with the players and not with the team, because those players are still playing as TOX. So it'll be cool. Halo World Championship, like I said, is in Seattle, April 13th through the 15th. I would give it a look. Check it out. If you like it, you like it. You might enjoy it. I don't know. League of Legends is real big right now. Holy shit. League of Legends this past weekend was the Team Solo Mid worst series ever event. It was, what's the opposite of godlike? It was like a turd gained sentience. It was so bad. TSM versus Clutch Gaming in the quarterfinals match for the spring split. They are one of the top seeds, and Clutch Gaming is 7th seed, and Clutch Gaming put their foot up TSM's ass and walked a mile in their shoes. Like, it was disgusting. I don't know who, like, the calls from TSM, I was just laughing because the casters were like, well, Weldon's really brought this team together. And it's like, what did he do? Duct tape them together so they haven't eaten? They're like a human centipede? Like, what is going on with this fucking team, man? Clutch Gaming got Thresh fucking 3 times in a row. The TSM came out, first game 1, TSM destroys them. Absolutely destroys them. Game 2, Clutch Gaming. Hey, let's just get our comfort picks. They're not going to ban those because they're not meta. They get them all, they destroy TSM. TSM, in their mind, this is the elevated brain. This is the second brain in the brain meme. TSM. We'll give them to them again. We know the counter picks for those picks, and then we'll be good. They get destroyed again. They get fucking annihilated. Third game. Fool me once, shame on us. Fool me twice, shame on us again. Fool me 3 times. Why am I keep being fooled? Am I some sort of dumb person? They let Hakuha have Thresh again. He had a 12 KDA on the support. He had 12.0 on the support. You can't even put up those numbers in like other sports. Like, you can't get those sorts of numbers in baseball. You can't have like what's the catcher got? He's got 12 strikeouts. That's not right. That can't happen, right? But that's how bad Clutch Gaming destroyed TSM. So TSM's out. This is the first time they're not going to be going to the fucking spring split finals. This is the first time that they've been knocked out before the semifinals. This is a real low point for the Team Solo Mid. But Jesus Christ, whoever made their pick and ban phase should really reassess how this whole thing works. If you lose to the same champion 3 times in a row and you never ban them, maybe you should go down a rank. AAA League from now on until you get back up into the professionals. That's it for League of Legends. I mean, we're going to see what's going on next week, I believe, when the semifinals kick off. And, I look forward to seeing what Clutch Gaming pulls out and if anyone knows how to use the ban button and type Thresh into the fucking champ search bar. Fortnite is in the news, but Fortnite is every news. All news stories are Fortnite now, in addition to being other stories. Everything esports is Fortnite. Everything video games is Fortnite. Everything Drake is also Fortnite, both Josh and Canadians. So we have a lot of Fortnite going on right now. And this past weekend, a lot of stuff happened this weekend. I mean, I'll be honest, that's just how Week in Esports works. It's just the last 7 days. But Rubius, RUBI5, that's close enough, is a Spanish YouTuber who was in a YouTuber Fortnite tournament, and he said, fuck it, or whatever it is in Spanish, fuck it, and he decided to stream it, and he had 1 million viewers on his stream for a Fortnite stream, smashing the previous stream record of 600,000, which was held by Ninja and Drake. So the Spanish YouTuber has 400,000 more viewers than Drake, who has something like 49 million followers on Twitter and 1 billion on Instagram. Which shows a couple things. One, maybe Drake's fans don't give a shit about Fortnite. That's possible. I mean, some of them do, a small slice, but most of them probably are like, I just want to hang out with Drake, I guess. Or I want $4 billion. I want that. Drake's rich. But the fact that a Spanish YouTuber can get that sort of draw, it kind of brings to attention that, like, all of our resources from North America are going into North American streamers, European streamers, English-speaking streamers, when in reality there are people who don't speak English who have incredibly massive fan bases, and they have, like, giant fucking numbers. I mean, all of South America, all of Spain, I guess, maybe. There's a lot of people that speak Spanish. Mexico. But we're not, like, advertising them, I think. I don't see enough of those sorts of streams. I don't see enough effort put forth to getting those sorts of people on board. And so it's apparent that, like, if Rubius can just be like, I'm going to fucking host a tournament and stream it, and then he gets 1 million viewers, why are we not seeing those same numbers on Twitch from other Spanish-speaking streamers? That is kind of weird. And maybe we'll see that in the future. But it does destroy Ninja's record. So now the question is, who is Ninja going to stream with next? Who can pull in bigger numbers than Drake? And my answer is Dua Lipa. She's A, beautiful, and B, will you marry me? So we'll see if Dua Lipa streams with Ninja, or just by herself, or, whatever. I just would like to see her. She's really, really attractive. Moving on to our final story, though. Final piece of news from the weekend. Esports Arena has opened in Las Vegas. Esports Arena is it is an arena for esports. It is like a building, and then you go in, and it's like, oh, look at all the esports here. You can buy any of it. It's all for sale. They got shelves of it. No, it's a competitive arena. It's like a boxing ring for esports, and it's owned by the Luxor, which is the big pyramid where strippers go after they retire. And if you go fly over Las Vegas, or if you live on the hills of Las Vegas, in a radioactive barrel, you can see the big esports arena on the side of the Luxor pyramid, which is really cool. I mean, that's a massive gain for esports. That's a massive gain for publicity, for visual representation in the modern media age, and then it's big for what is the word I'm looking for? For the authenticity of esports. It's really big for authenticity to have that sort of appearance. They are building other arenas in other cities. We have one being built, I believe, in Boston and Chicago. I've talked about it briefly on this show before, but Overwatch League requires all their teams to have an arena in their city before the end of next year. And Arlington, Texas has jumped in, and that's where Arlington, Texas is the city where they spend more on high school football programs than they do on Planned Parenthood, for certain. But they are going to be building the Texas of esports arenas over there. It's not, I don't think it's officially going to be esports arena, but Arlington, the city, is building their own city stadium for esports, which I assume will be both humble and modest in the way that all things in Texas are. Gigantic and fucking gaudy and probably covered in guns. So we are going to be looking forward to that. I hope we get an esports arena in Atlanta so that we can stop going to the Cobb Galleria, because they charge $10 for a Monster Energy drink. Come on, the fuck is wrong with you? Plus, we got a lot of esports down here. E-League's down here. Hi-Res is down here. Call of Duty World League was just down here. I was trying to think of another thing down here. We got lots of esports down here, though. And so hopefully we can get an esports arena here in Atlanta. That would be really awesome. But that's it for my week in esports. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them where you can. Send a message in. If you want to see VODs, or you want to see a VOD of this, if you missed something, if you want to see VODs of our previous videos, you can go to our YouTube channel, YouTube RockPunch ATL, and check those out. My name is Lubu. This is Week in Esports, and I'll see you next week for next week's Week in Esports.